See if we can get a fish here before I have to go. Where are you coming from, Jet? Let's clean you up here. Got the June bug here. Zoomy, zoom, zoom. Hello, how's it going? I just started throwing it, honestly, like a minute ago, so hopefully the luck's gonna turn on here. It's really gonna come down to whether the fish are into this color that I'm throwing. But gonna give it a shot. Breezy. It's all right. It's a nice day. Chat, hope you're doing all right. For this Saturday late morning. Let's organize my tackle as well. It takes a lot of effort, I'll tell you that. Baitcaster was out of commission, but we got it back to working. All right, what's going on? Make sure y'all like fishing or just outdoors. Throw me a like. The alligator's chilling off across the pond, so don't have to worry about that guy. No, it's 10:42. Almost lunchtime. Dropped the kid off to a soccer camp, and like I said, I'm gonna try to catch a fish here before I have to go pick her up, and then I think we're gonna head down to the beach. Ooh, I thought that was a fish there. Maybe hit up the famous Brits Donut, check out the boardwalk, and then maybe go for a boat ride. Live yesterday, I had a nice red, but it wasn't a keeper. Still felt good catching a fish. And I caught a couple croakers, but that's not really what I was trying to get on. That bottom's catching me, making me feel like something, but it's not pulling, so I know it's not a fish. I know it's not a fish. shark to catch. Trust me, I would try. Trying to catch bass back here. I'm just throwing a Texas rig on the trusty bait caster. I got a soft plastic worm, zoom worm on. A little bit of a curly tail to it. It's just a quick little fishing session in the backyard pond. I didn't get to fish back here yesterday, so I'm trying to make up for lost time. It's tempting, Josh, but you know what? I like the way my shoes are at on my feet. Green-blooded. I'm North Carolina, on the East Coast. I'm like 15 minutes from the beach, so that's what's great about where I live. This here is in the backyard, and back here there's bass, catfish, crappie. There's a nice sized carp. We even got alligators. There's one right there. My finger's at. That's an alligator. It's not a log. Yeah, we got. What is it? Primarily largemouth bass back here. And we even got blue crabs too. Which I find that to be odd, but I can wake up any day, every day, and throw a line. At least try to fish. Whether I catch a fish, that to be determined, but I like giving myself the chance. Got a little bit of wind today. It's all right though. Nice. Where's Lake Murray? This is just a natural pond in the backyard in my neighborhood. There's a few other little retention ponds that you can fish out of, but I think the other day I was looking on Google Earth, found a unexpected pond that I didn't even realize was in the neighborhood. Is that a car that's pulling my driveway though? What's going on here? Or are they dropping off something at somebody's house? Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I don't think they're going to my house. You never know these days. People be trying to pull up. Big bass fishing, what's going on? Appreciate the likes too, y'all. Thank you for supporting the stream too. Getting some bass fishing in before we get into some family stuff today. I'll try the pond behind me here. All right, big bass, the pressure's on. Where'd she go? Oh, she's already back. I think we're going to Tarjay, huh? mind a little bit of pressure to fish. Just trying to fish, not get the alligator catch me lacking. Come on. I know, right? Todd, what's going on? A little pressure is good. I think if I tell myself I need to catch fish in order to eat and survive, I probably would catch more instead of just messing around. But, you know, it is what it is. Never know. Never know. Some days the fish be thumping back here, and other days it's like I beg them to give me a sign. Like right now, nothing's jumping. It's pretty quiet, other than the birds chirping. I believe you. I believe you. I just don't like the color of the worms I have, so that's why I'm not even trying that. But I've had a little bit of luck with the zooms. Like last year, they were hitting the black and red color. The June bug did all right, but I think I lost it somewhere out here. I think I left it on a boat somewhere. Somebody got it. That's part of the thing what makes bass fishing a little bit more of an art, student of the game, because you definitely don't know what kind of get them to bite. I mean, it could be where you were throwing at. It could be a number of reasons why you got to fish on. Not say that saltwater fishing isn't hard either, but at least in my opinion, I feel like bass fishing requires a little bit more tactic. I'm getting down to the wire here, huh? Plus, I'm trying to use different lures to build confidence. Like usually I've been throwing a crankbait, but I'm officially retiring it. At least that one. It's done more than I could even ask. It even caught me an alligator. So it doesn't deserve to be lost, snagged at the bottom of this pond here or anywhere. Yeah, crankbait, I definitely have that in the arsenal, but it's one of those things that I would love to get better at. Is that a fish, or am I caught on something? I think I'm caught on something. Look at that. Not a fish, just nonsense. Some kind of branch. Time waster. It was worth the shot. I appreciate the opportunity. So shout out to you, Big Bass, for that. Put me under pressure. I like it. Doesn't happen often. Like yesterday, just doing some light, just some light inshore fishing. And dude, I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I've been to the same spot and just can't get a fish, or at least a fish that everyone's been catching. But it finally happened yesterday. It's just such a good feeling. Love it, love it. We'll all get an A on this group project, so. Yeah, so we're gonna go for a little boat cruise later on. I'm sure it'll be busy because everybody was busy yesterday. All right, let's see what's up. Is that CI3? Well, happy birthday, dog. Appreciate the likes, y'all, too. Sitting at 14, coming in hot. You never know sometimes, but I'm gonna try to fish this here for a little bit, see what happens, and then try my way over by the trees on the left side of me. Bet. Well, it's a great hobby. Very relaxing. What's this week looking like? Well, I mean, it's still Saturday, but might try to get a weekday pier fishing in if I can. I would love to do that. Mix it up. I know, man. I gotta find a spot where the fish are like super thick. Like they're definitely back here, but I gotta put in some work. Like, I mean, I was fishing with night crawlers and I couldn't even get a bluegill to be interested. It's just weird how like it'll hit something, will go after it, and then next thing you know, it's like dead. Like closed forever, or just closed for the season until it opens back up. Cause I think ours just opened back up just because, I mean, we're about to be, I mean, it's basically about to be tourist season here. Come on, there's gotta be a fish hanging around this bank here. Ooh, that's a fish. That's a fish, y'all. That is a fish. That is a... Come on, come on, come on. Very healthy bass, too. Sup, Brody? Hooked him perfectly, too. That's what I'm talking about. My 5 minutes up. Like I said, one fish changes everything. What's up, Scott? All right, let's put this bad boy in the water here. Just so you don't think I catch the same one, we're gonna put it here. All right, yo, that was nice. I didn't even bring my pliers with me on my towel. I'm always forgetting stuff. But you know what? We got a fish on here in 22 minutes, so I'm happy about that. All right, so let me get another one here. Get my stuff set back up. Did it come off my hook? He took this thing all the way up. That was a nice little size bass. Try and catch that big one with the fat belly, but that was pretty big considering what I normally catch back here. I'm right-handed. I'm trying to make this look pretty. My worm is definitely rip. All right. The fish luck is changing. Yes. Like I said, yesterday I caught it wasn't a keeper, but it was a 16-inch red drum on some fresh shrimp. Alright, sorry for the noise. I'm gonna probably pop on a different spot. Pretty sure he's got a weedy over here. Come on. Hopefully the wind's gonna die down here in a second. Uh-oh. Let's see. Somebody's looking for me. Hey, Todd, that's a pretty good tip there, man. I didn't even know. All right. Sorry, I got that. All right, sorry about that. I don't know what happens when I open up a different app on my phone, but I had a response to that text message. Get a few more casts over here, and then we'll... I don't know why I don't like the way that sits. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get what I needed. Like I said, this is backyard pond. Doesn't get any easier than that. Let's grab this. Thanks for grabbing her. So thanks for picking her up. All right. Scott did wave at me. All right. Yo, fishing boy, I appreciate the sub. All right. As you see, like, it doesn't get any nicer than that. Like, just go in the garage, grab what you need. I'm like, did I grab my pliers in my other hand? All right, let's try this other one. Hope everyone's doing alright Saturday. Alright. Sometimes I'm out here kayaking too, or there's this blue boat that I'll get on, but that's more of a production and effort to drive just because of I gotta bring anchors and paddles, and then there's a yellow pedal boat that's on the far side that I'm on sometimes. But alright. He's tearing up this ground pretty good, so I gotta watch out for red ants. They're pretty vicious back here. Okay. Let's replace this worm. Just because it's ripped to good. It's the only thing about these smaller worms, man. They're a lot thinner. And so when fish does what it just did, where it like bites, it will rip it pretty damn good. The good thing is I've been saving them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but at some point maybe I'll find a purpose for it. All right. Like I said, this is Zoom. All right. But these work really well. They have not disappointed me. I'll put it like that. Why is this sitting sideways? Oh man. The key's trying to get it as pretty as I can get it. That's pretty straight, I guess. All right. Appreciate the love. We're sitting at 20. It's pretty damn solid there. Ain't even mad. All right. I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna zoom as best as I can. That's the alligator right there. He's just watching me, so we're gonna watch him. Make sure you don't try any slick stuff. I like it. All right, I need to look and see if I can find one. I see people all the time doing that. It's always something. It's the great thing about fishing. Always new and exciting things to try. TSS was good. But yeah, I'm fishing here in North Carolina. I'm actually on the coast, so that's why it's nothing for me to head down to the marina and do some inshore fishing. That's exactly what I did yesterday. It was nice. Bait's been a little slow. I think it was like a high. I think the tide was high. It was falling, so I really couldn't get any like live bait. But fresh shrimp has been doing great. That's primarily what I've been using until the menhaden and finger mullets are a little bit thicker. Look at that, a fish here. Fish here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's 2. That is 2, my friends. 2. This is fresh water, but I think it has it's a little bit of brackish just because of the there's literally blue crabs in this water. You'll see them sometimes like running along the bank. It's kind of bizarre. Yeah, I appreciate it. That's 2. Man. Past few days I have not caught any fish back here, and I'm making up for lost time, I tell you that. All right, but look at that. It was perfect. He didn't do too much. Hooked him perfectly. I still haven't caught that fat belly one. That's the only thing I want to catch. I know there's some big fish back here. I know there's some fat carp too. Like they're probably the biggest fish, arguably, back here. But those are stock back here. Those are not natural. Mainly because they help with the vegetation that grows around the pond. Yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's even better when you can catch a fish. That's all I gotta say. Jim, man, I appreciate the donation. Shout out to Jim. Definitely, man. That's exactly what it cost yesterday for the bait I bought, and it did work. Half a pound of shrimp with a tip, $5. It was well worth it because Lord knows I wanted to catch the fish. Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch one. I'm gonna have to get I've been saying it for the longest time. I need to just set my line up and try to get one on. Like usually they're hanging around the bank and you'll see their tail flipping back and forth. Well, I try, man. I try. I'm trying to get better with it. Well, I appreciate the support. It's only gonna get better, I hope. It's also nice when the fish show up too. Makes it a little bit easy, but that's fishing for you. People spend a hell of a lot more money and go a lot further to catch no fish. Whereas this is a 5-minute walk to the backyard. As you saw, oh, don't do that. I was almost in the tree. Done that before. Nah, that was your boy almost getting caught up. Caught lacking here. Fun fact, where that alligator is actually at. That's where I dropped my iPhone in the pond. Live streaming. That's why I don't use tripods on boats. So if you're trying to record yourself or set up a camera, unless the mount's secured, don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, God, I have pretty much junks, man. I don't have anything that's of a high value, I would say. I try to. So you won't see me using some high dollar, expensive setup, but most of my reels and rods are Daiwa. Either, what the heck is that? Is that the wind? Oftentimes, that's what I have. I picked up, I guess I did a review on it, or at least it's called a Daiwa Samurai X2 fishing rod, which for under $30 is not a bad setup combo. It gets the work done. And then I actually, the rod I was fishing with yesterday, and it's probably the rod I fished with the most. I fished it out of this retention pond here, and that rod that's my favorite rod. It's uh, is it Kuma? I think it's from Walmart, honestly. I don't think it's anything crazy, because I think I've seen it there. But it's like a Kuma rod, and then the reel is a Sienna. I think like either 3,000 or 4,000. It's nothing crazy. I had to like rinse it off, clean it up, but the thing has done crazy work for me. Right now, this is Zebco. It's the nitrous bait caster. Again, I think this was maybe under 30 bucks, the reel itself. And then this is Fate. This is what, 13 Fate Black rod. This is a 7 foot, 4 inches, heavy fast. This was given to me by someone that doesn't use bait casting rods. So but I have a couple of surf fishing rods. I like to get a bigger one. Surf fishing here is great. Whiting is running right now. I don't do much trolling, but it's something I want to get better at. I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss the opportunity with the bonita that's been the near shore that people have been catching here. My favorite reel or favorite rod, most of my setup is Daiwa or Daiwa, depending on how you pronounce it. That's what I primarily own and what I use. And I prefer a spinning reel over a bait caster. Like I have this one, I have another one, and I don't know why, but the other one is a right retrieve versus left hand, but I can reel either way. It doesn't matter because I'm ambidextrous, so it's not that big of a deal. It was just a mental error on my part when I was placing my order online. Nah, the green is pretty fire. I don't mind the loud colors. My problem is I always have to figure out what's the next thing I'm gonna have to buy, or kind of prioritizing. Like, is it another like setup for camera stuff that I need? Like, if I decide to like randomly go somewhere and I don't have all my cameras, do I just need to keep gear in the car, like a good to go bag? Do I want like a travel fishing rod? So I've been looking at telescopic rods to leave in the truck. Dude, I saw this guy flipping it and like skipping underneath like a dock or something like that. I'm like, that's wild. Man, I don't know why I would need to do that, but it was pretty sick thing to see someone master. Yeah, if I try to skip this thing, I'm backlashing the hell out of this. And then I'm going inside and having a drink, because that would frustrate me. I'm a little better with the spinning. I like to think I have a little bit more finesse with that, but nothing but trouble with a bait caster here. Big bass, so yeah, you're ahead of the game. Believe it or not, I've been living here for almost 20 years, and within the last like 2 years, I've been fishing it a lot more, just because I've always primarily done like saltwater fishing with friends and stuff, and it really wasn't until I got my fish on. Fish off. Should have set the damn hook. Was where I'll catch crappie sometime on this here. It's kind of nice, but That definitely was a fish. I don't use fish on very lightly. So if you hear me say it, that means I do have one. But an off chance, sometimes it will pop off. I consider this a successful day of fishing. Anytime you get a fish on. But like I was sharing, I have my 6-pack license and started my own charter business here out of Carolina Beach. And I'm hoping this is the breakout year. This will be the third boating season coming up for me. So this is the time where things start getting a little busy. But I'm trying not to be too busy. Really? Well, okay. What's the difference? Is it just because of the color that creates some kind of shimmer? We're talking brass is definitely a step up. Todd, that is facts. That is 100% facts. I've never had a bad time of fishing at the end of the day. What's crazy is I don't know, people either think that you catch fish all the time. And sometimes that might be true. But arguably some of the biggest fish I've ever caught have either been really early into the fishing day or right as we're all right, 15 minutes, we're calling it. My biggest flounder I've ever caught was we were wrapping up. It was almost a 9-pound flounder, 27 and a half inches, and it was a keeper because it was flounder season, and it was so late I couldn't even clean it that night. I had to just keep it on ice and clean it the next day. That's how we were losing daylight and just nothing was biting. All right, Josh, bet. Like I said, I'm still... There's really no rush, too, so... I did fall in the pond the other day, though. I panicked. What happened was So I could tell when it's a turtle and the bubbles. You know, when you see bubbles or there's gas being released and... you see bubbles coming up. But there was a lot of bubbles underneath, right in front of me as I was, moving towards the bank to get out of the kayak. And I'm pretty sure it was the alligator. And I don't know why, but I was not all the way up on the bank, and I went to step out and got my entire right side cover soaked, just to try to avoid the alligator, but just making it easier for the alligator to get me at that point. Oh God, I don't know if that was a tree stem or what. I feel like that might have been a Christmas tree fish stick. Sometimes that happens too. That's why I didn't say those 2 words. But there has not been a fish jumping since we've been out fishing here. So the way I was taught with bass fishing, and again on a Texas rig, is you slowly lift up and then reel, get the slack out, and let it sit. And then it's that lift and falling motion that might trigger that bite. Not sure, but I know I can definitely do it much slower, but it's the impatience in me too. Yeah, those fish sticks though, man, they can put up a fight. See, but the thing is, I also saw or heard, like when you cast your line out and you are twitching it, what you think you're doing with your bait is not exactly happening under the water, especially when it's cast out really far. The action that you're trying to create is less subtle versus if your bait was a lot closer to you. Bass fishing, man, what's going on, man? What's crazy, I've used a freaking Texas rig back here. I've yet to catch a fish. That's one of those things I'm gonna be hell-bent on trying to get on a fish with. That's my go-to for inshore fishing, for both live and fake bait. I've had two on the bank here. One's a like decent size out of the retention pond. Oh, damn, fish just jumped there. I'm pretty sure it was a carp. I had a third one, but it got off. So it doesn't quite count. 29 likes, yo. I appreciate it. You know, that's tremendous. Like back-to-back days with a solid stream. Okay, I can get used to this, though. Make sure if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please share. Anything to help blow this channel up. It's going to help me get to where I'm trying to go much faster. Then I can do a lot more. It's not pegged to the, no. I usually don't do that with a Texas rig, but I've seen where you can, well, people put like a bead stopper or a weight stopper, I don't know what you call it, right, to adjust the bullet from sliding. So you kind of, I guess you could make it a Texas rig, which just occurred to me. Maybe I need to go get some of that. I'll put it on the shopping list. My Kyla, what's going on? No pegs. I say, ooh, I'm trying to let me think on it. Let me think. I don't know if I'm the best person for that, because like I'm an amateur. It's in your name, dog, man. You're the bass fishing. What's going on, Christian? Honestly, there should be like some kind of guide that people can reference stuff. I can tell you probably how much crap I got in my tackle. I'm absolutely clueless. But either it came in a mystery tackle box or it was given to me, and it's like I could be using it, but using it completely the wrong way. The pond, it's towards the middle. You're looking at maybe 15 feet, I would think, but around the bank, maybe 8 feet. It's really shallow up as you get close to the bank all around the pond. Not deep at all. But it's on the short list. I don't want to say short list. I got to prioritize that. Like, I love to have a portable fish finder that I can use out here. I've had a lot of success out in the middle of the pond. I will admit that. I think at some point I got to go get that yellow boat and bring it back over here. It just pisses me off because it's supposed to be over there with the blue boat, and people just don't put crap back. They're just like, I don't have like a little trailer, hand trailer or something that I could put it on and drag it to my backyard, because that's what I would do. But I do got a nice kayak in the back that I can use. All right, we'll try by the tree here for a few. I think I gotta get ready to do some family stuff. But I might put the 360 up top. Ooh, that would have been bad. I don't know what I was thinking there when I made that cast. Put the 360 up on the boat. Do some boat watching while I'm cruising. Oh, that was beautiful cast. All right, Big Bass. I appreciate you kicking it, man. Just too nice of a day to stay on land, you know what I mean? So we're gonna hit the boardwalk down at CB and get some donuts. If you ever come to Carolina Beach, they got this spot that's only open during summertime or like late spring. It closes pretty much right after Labor Day. Cash only. But they make these glazed donuts, and that's all you can get is glazed donuts, and they're like piping hot. Like, you can get one donut, half a dozen, or a dozen, but it's called Brits. It's a staple down at CB. Yeah, fish just jump right there. So yeah, we're gonna try to get the kids to go. I don't know if anyone else has kids that don't like going on a boat. That's how you know they're spoiled, because they don't appreciate the small things. I mean, hell, I remember in college, it was everything to be on a friend's boat, especially during like summer. And my kids get to take their friends, and they're just lame. Or they make some lame excuse because I don't have an inflatable float. I don't have a way to tow kids on the boat. I'm like, when have y'all ever done that? And it's gonna take one time for you to get air and then have the wind knocked out of you, and you're gonna be like, nah, I'm good on that. Because no one else is gonna be driving the boat. Well, Josh, I'm definitely gonna be out here a lot more. Like I said, this is off the backyard. Most days I'm out here, but I'm fine tuning how I want my live set up. That's like right underneath that tree branch. Let's let it sit there, let it marinate. This is the reel is by Zepco's Quantum Nitrous. Picked it up from Dick's Sporting Goods, and this is by 13 Fate Black. I think 13 is the brand, and Fate Black is this particular model. This is a 7-foot 4-inch rod, bait casting rod. Here, I'll show you how it's set up. So this is on my neck. I'm pretty sure it's kind of like, so this allows me, I can adjust it like this, and I can have one for a GoPro I can wear. I don't mind the head mount. The only thing is I use my phone to live stream, and the head mount, people don't realize phones are freaking heavy. And also when you're moving around, your head tends to move a lot. At least I move my head a lot more. And so I feel like it would just create too much motion, and you feel like you're on a roller coaster. But I mean, I can adjust this so it's up a little bit higher. And then when you see me do this here, it's just because then I'm looking at I can see what the chat's saying. So it's not that I'm ignoring anybody. Sometimes I might just be fishing, and I need to scroll back through and see what people are saying. This is definitely some line here on my. But trust me, man, I've tried so many different mounts. It's not even funny. I was using a chesty mount, which that worked for a while, but again, the phone's heavy, and I think I had a gooseneck with it. It just was putting too much tension on the actual chesty mount, so I gave up on that. Plus, I had to wear a belt or some kind of strap. I wore a belt to hold it up to secure a little bit better. And then I've also used the tripod, which I don't mind tripod, but again, like I don't bring much with me other than like my bait, my pliers, a towel, and my rod. So I try to travel light, but I'm thinking about switching back to having the tripod set up so I can at least go live, but also wear my GoPro or 360 to film. I think this is just great because it kind of keeps you in the action. Whereas if I catch a fish on the tripod, you may not be right in the thick of it, so I may have to bring the fish onto the camera at some point once I get it on. All right, big bass, man. Good luck. Look at that. Well, this is a good way to end it here. But well, yeah. So most of my stuff I film and edit with is a GoPro. It's a Hero 5, so I know that they do have a. Okay, I got loose. The later versions definitely more versatile. Same thing with the 360s, and I think what I'm gonna end up doing is looking at AT&T can be trash sometimes when it comes to service. So that's my only problem with maybe having to use my phone as a hotspot. Hopefully it doesn't, my issue, I just don't want it to be a lag. But I'm down to try it. I haven't tried it yet. So it's something I've definitely been looking into. Now, that's just so I'm assuming, is that tracking in the app, that like the app itself? And that's where I just gotta because my buddy actually has one, like a live streaming camera. I need to ask him about it, but I think he paid a pretty penny for it. The issue we had, I think I think it just need to figure out the manual setup, because the AI functionality on it would track him for a minute and then pick something else up, or it will stop tracking and then the cameras just focus on pretty much dead space or something like that. But the question is, do I get another camera? Do I get another fishing rod? Like, I want to get a bait pin to keep down at the slip. There's always something. Not enough money ever. But we're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. What else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That way I can look it up later. All right. All right, y'all. We're gonna get a last call, last cast here. Like I said, we're gonna get out, have some fun today. It's too nice of a day to stay stuck inside. But I appreciate everyone hanging out. Did catch 2 fish. Had a third one on, but couldn't quite get it to the bank. So, but I appreciate, we ran up the likes to 31. So thank you for that. I don't believe there's much going on tomorrow. So my hopes, fingers crossed, I'm gonna try to go catch a salt baddie that I can maybe keep. Also gotta clean the Blackstone, get that bad boy back in shape, because fish is gonna be what's for dinner here, lunch, whenever. Don't do that. But do me a favor, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, or you can double tap the screen. Please share my channel. Check out some of my videos. Share my videos. If you want to share a channel, share some of my videos. Just share. That just helps with getting my content out there, and run the numbers up so I can keep making more content like this here. And at a certain point, once things get where gets going, I can do a hell of a lot more. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, lock in. I try to go live every day. I'm still doing a little bit of soul searching on that, try to figure out the rhythm. But just know, you'll either find me out here streaming, or I'm on the boat, or I'm at the dock. I might be trying to catch blue crabs, You never know. Anything is quite possible. So, hope everyone has a fantastic Saturday, wherever you are at. And hopefully get some fishing in yourself. Like I said, thanks for hanging out. And I will catch you guys the next time I'm on here. Take it easy, everyone.